So how'd you end up at Pitt?
Well, it's a pretty funny story actually. So after hitting the portal at Eastern, Pitt really wasn't even in the picture at first. So I remember I was visiting Memphis, and I landed in Memphis, and then Coach Dowse calls me. He said, "Hey, let's get all those other visits canceled. Let's get you up here." So
called you?
yeah. So then I came up here. I said yes right away, and then just never left.
Who'd you say called you?
Huh?
Who'd you say called you?
Coach Dowse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what about it got your attention right away, or thought this is what you want to be?
Because I think at first I really wanted to take all three of my visits because I got it down to Memphis, Pitt, and JMU. But then when we got into the X's and O's and the scheme, you could tell that Pitt really depends on the D line to make plays, and it's not much reading; it's kind of just going. You know what I mean? So that's what I really like. It's a simple defense. You can play violent and just do your job easy. So that's what I really liked about it. And Coach Dowse is a good dude. You can tell he believes in his guys. He brings energy every day. So that's what I really liked about him.
Yeah, when you committed, I think we talked, and he said there's obviously a connection here with Gavin, high school teammate. I mean, what were you able to kind of pick up from him, talking to him about before you committed to Pitt?
Yeah, because I remember calling Gavin first thing. I was like, "Hey man, this would be crazy," and then he's like, "Well, I mean, he talked to some of the coaches. He vouched for me a little bit." But then I kept telling him, "Yeah, I got these other schools I want to visit." He like, "Bro, you'd be dumb not to go to Pitt." You know what I mean? So he's kind of just telling me how good Pitt is. I mean, he had a good run here too. So he kind of gave me a pre-visit, if you will. He kind of told me everything I needed to know before I even came. So I shout out to him. He kind of gave me the guidance when it came to coming here, and man, I loved it ever since. So I appreciate him for that.
How much did you study or know about kind of the legacy of some of the guys that have played defensive line here over the last 10, 15, 20 years?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the biggest name is Aaron Donald. You know what I mean? He kind of I would say he paved the way for Pitt, but coming through, talking to JT, he comes through all the time. Jalen Twyman, he helps us in the film room. He's like a secondary coach, but just picking up knowledge from guys like that, it's kind of like an honor. You know what I mean? You kind of feel indebted to these guys, like you kind of owe it to the people that came here before you. So you kind of wake up with an extra edge on your shoulder every morning. You know what I mean? So us, the new guys especially, we're looking to add on to that. So make the D-line what it once was. You know what I mean?
What would you say your strength has been in your career so far?
I'd say my strength probably I would say my knowledge of the game. Genuinely just like football. I've been playing football for a long time. Run defense, pass rush. So I think just being another quarterback at the defense, would help. But obviously you got to get the scheme down first. But when it comes to the X's of football, I know what I'm doing. So.
You talked about the scheme, during the recruiting process, that kind of got your interest. Now that you're in the building, in the walls, watching film, what really stands out about this defense, and where do you kind of see yourself fitting?
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of just a see it and go. You know what I mean? It's there's no really reactions. Because when you watch it on film, the D-line's just flying around, trying to make plays. So, that's what I really like. Especially watching the film from last year, the boys are getting after the quarterback. But yeah, it's a good defense, and I know Coach Dewey, he's had that since Michigan State. So yeah, I remember watching some of those games back then, the Rose Bowl runs. So it's just one of them defenses where it's just never not going to succeed. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that.
What was your first impression of Coach Narduzzi?
Coach Narduzzi, he's a very high energy guy. I didn't really expect that when I walked in. He's obviously a defensive guy, but walking into his office, he was super excited to have me there. And then when he brought up Gavin and I go to the same high school, he's like, I never thought I'd have two Blue Mountain guys in here. But yeah, it was a good time in there. He's a good dude. You can tell he's a football guy. You know what I mean? He loves football, and that's important to me. You know what I mean? Some guy has high energy all the time. Believing you every single play.
Coach Dowse is in his second year coaching this unit. What kind of talks have you had to you about leadership and being a veteran presence for a group that's going to have a lot of young guys?
Yeah, you said obviously coming in like I said, I played a lot of football, but just doing whatever I can to raise the room. You know what I mean? Obviously coming in as a new guy, you can't step on anyone's toes. But you got to come in, just be where your feet are, and just work hard every single day and try to lead by example. When your time comes, you could be that vocal leader, but everything's earned in football. You know what I mean? No one likes the guy that comes in first day and like rah-rahs everyone up, you know what I mean? But just looking forward to just elevating the standard of the room, you know what I mean?
How do you think playing with Eastern and MAC will help you be ready for power football this season?
Yeah, I mean, MAC football, I mean, it's obviously like I would say it's a level down from here, but there's dudes at every single level, you know what I mean? And you know, we play our big games, you know, we do well too. Yeah, I would say, I mean, it's football at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Another dude's trying to wipe you off, so you kind of just do your job. But yeah, man, it's football at the end of the day. So just play your game, read your reads. I'm sure it'll be just fun.
All good? Thanks, Joey.
And sure.